says, and this is a very big point that a lot of people gloss over, "My sons are in line to inherit the Iron Throne, your grace. This is the highest of treasons. Aemond must be sharply questioned, so we might learn where he heard such slanders." And a lot of people gloss over this because in the show, in a way, it kind of made it seem like it's just question him. He just needs to be, we need to get to the truth of it. I'm going to give you some quick examples. And then this provides, when I rewatch this scene, makes me realize Rhaenyra isn't exactly as innocent as she seems really here, because I would never take this as justification on how to get this done. Some people might be confused as thinking this is just to question somebody and really try to get to the truth of it. But this is actually, according to Game of Thrones terms in Westeros and Essos, this actually can be another term for torture. Example, we talked about this on the show. Clash of Kings, Jon chapter 5. Then he sent the King's Guard to seize his squire, chain him in a black cell, and question him sharply, Maegor commanded. After 9 days questioning, the man died. A Dance of Dragons, Daenerys chapter 2. Mercy, thought Dany. They will have the dragons mercy. I have changed my mind. Question the man sharply. Or I could question the daughter sharply, whilst the father looks on. That will ring some names for him. This is a chapter from Fire and Blood. No fewer than 42 persons stood accused. For those names by Lord Graceford had in turn named others when questioned sharply. This, in context, George Graceford was the Lord Confessor. Quote, "None this one grieves to confess, we beg your pardon." My point is, do you think they're trying to make everything a little bit more on Rhaenyra's side? Or if you look at it this way, because the next quote from Alicent said, "Over an insult, my son has lost an eye." So my point is, maybe I'm looking at it a wrong way, but I just gave you 4 examples where that can mean something else. What do you think?
I think you're looking too much into it personally, and this is why all of those quotes that you gave us from those excerpts and the passages in the book were not directed towards family. This is
right.
like she, at the end of the day, Viserys's children, King Viserys's children, Aegon, Aemond, and Helaena, they are related directly to Rhaenyra as well. They're technically her brother-in-law and sister-in-law. So I don't believe Rhaenyra is trying to tell Viserys that he needs to torture his son and her brother-in-law. I don't necessarily think that's the case. What I think is trying to happen is she is trying to get Aemond in a moment of weakness and being pressured by all the people around him and the king pressing him for answers to give up the fact that he heard it from his mother and that Alicent is the one that's spreading these rumors. So that way King Viserys can deal with it, that can kind of see Alicent's the one pushing these rumors forward, and maybe he can do something to stop it now that he knows it's coming from her. That's my interpretation, is that she's trying to utilize this moment and question him hard, question him in front of all these people, pressure him right now, and he will crack and tell you exactly where he heard that these kids were bastards from, and it would be his mother, and then her mother, like the queen, would be in some deep shit. I think that's what Rhaenyra wants. I don't really necessarily think that she is saying that because she intends to have Aemond tortured, the king's son and her brother-in-law. I don't see that. That's just my own opinion.